G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Now today I am going to do a Larimar effect coaster for you in red and yellow. And I'm using my new 4 coaster live edge mold. I did that one the other day with the purple, you may remember. And then I said to you I was going to use this one for the red and yellow. So let's get to it today. This time I have mixed my white, my dark, my light, and just a teensy little bit of clear. So we'll see how that goes today. Still experimenting. So my white, I've got the Cast and Craft white pigment paste in there. It's pretty transparent. You can see through onto the stick when you tilt it like that. So that's my white. My red one, my dark one, is going to be this one, Naphthol Deep Red by Holbein. And I'm going to put 1 drop of black pigment paste in there as well, just to darken the red. So hopefully I get like a burgundy. I'll put some red in there already. But we'll just see. I may need to add a little bit more. We'll see what the colour's like. It needs to be dark, but still transparent. And I know it looks very dark in the cup, but it needs to be transparent. It's kind of gone more of a pinky tone. Maybe that's because of the black, but it's more like a maroon, I guess. Once you've added that black, I think that looks pretty good. So that's that one. And then the yellow is the Hansa Yellow, also by Holbein. These are acrylic inks. Not sure what the difference between acrylic inks and resin inks like, say, Octopus Fluid inks are. I don't really know what the difference is. Just counting. Because as you know, I keep a record of everything that I do so that I know what works, what doesn't work. And I think, okay, if I need to add a couple more drops or I need to reduce my drops, if I've written it down, then I know what I have to do next time. So again, still transparent. Everything needs to be transparent. The white, the dark, the light. Everything needs to be transparent. So let's leave it at that. Move everything out of the way. And get started. All right, I've got some glitter there as well that I'm going to add a bit later on. I do actually have to go out though in half an hour, so I'll only be able to give you about half an hour of time lapse. I won't be able to finish the whole thing because I've got to go out. Normally I'd put the time lapse on for 45 minutes and then add my glitter, but I just don't have the time to do that this morning. But you've seen how they all work. You've seen the time lapses many times. I've done them for you, so it should be fine. All right, now my dark. White first, then dark, and I just like to find my middle and then dump. Dump, dump, dump. So what you're looking for after you've done the dump, so to speak, is the dark going underneath the white coming over the top. That's what you want to happen. Sometimes it moves faster than other times. Sometimes it closes faster, Just depends on the temperature of your room, the temperature of your resin. Yeah, I think yesterday's one, well, the other day's one, it closed up a lot faster. All right, and then my light just in the middle, find the middle, and then dump. Hopefully I've got enough room in my mold. I haven't used this side before. I've used that one, and I know it takes about 140-ish. I used the Platinum Ultra Clear resin, as I always do with the Larimar. It's a low viscosity, which means it's a thin resin. And now I'm just going to just pull this resin to the sides a little bit. And I did, it's a 2-to-1 resin, so I did 100 grams of A, I did 43 grams of be, and that seems to be enough for this particular mold. My single chunky molds, these ones, they take about 160 grams. This one not quite as deep, which is good in a way because you can still get the effect, but you're not using as much resin, and it's not such a chunky coaster to be lugging around. All right, now I hope I've got enough room in here to add my little bit of clear. Only got a tiny little bit, it's probably only a tablespoon. I just pour that in, and then I'll keep just a tiny bit for my glitter, so I'll just put that there. No, don't run over, don't run over, don't run over. Okay. It just overflowed a tiny bit on the side, so I've just kind of wiped it, pushed it in, but it's made the red come over, but it should be fine. Should be fine. All right, so I'll remember next time. Don't quite use all the 140 grams that I've made up. All right, bit of a torch. I'll put you on a time lapse, and I will go and get ready to go out. And then I'll see you in about half an hour, and I'll just pop the glitter in. Okay, so it's time for me to go. So I'm just going to pop this glitter. It's gold, it's a bit of red in the center there. I like to mix it with some resin first so it becomes a paste, so it kind of sinks. Otherwise it just floats everywhere. So this is how I like to do it. Not too much. Let's give it a bit of a poke, like that. And we are done. Now the leftover, what I'll do with this, I'll actually make some little circles on a piece of plastic, and then when they cure, I've got centers, I've got glitter centers to use, so don't waste it. All right. I have to run. I will see you guys later on today for the unmolding. Okay guys, let's get this out. The back looks very different to the last one I did. It's not quite as wispy, so it'll be interesting to see how it's different on the other side. Because to me it does look a bit different, more formed. The petals seem to be, not petals, the blooms, whatever, seem to be more formed on this side. Still a bit soft on the edges. All right, shall we have a look? Here we go. Ah, that's why it looks different on that side. Because it's so good on this side. Wow. My middle's not exactly in the middle. I still don't know whether I like the glitter in there or not. See how little bits have floated around? I mean, I did put it in a bit early because I didn't really have a choice, but you can see there's little bits that have floated around. I think maybe next time, how about next time I don't put glitter and I just do like a little tiny swirl? What do you think? That's so pretty. I've got so much effects in there. We've got 1, 2, 3 little row, got bigger ones, medium, and then little baby row around the center there. Wow, that's amazing. Ah, this Larimar just does your head in, doesn't it? Like every time I do it, it's different. This is the last one I did. And you can see that the lacing or the bloom, see they go pretty much all the way in. They're pretty wide, pretty long, whereas this one, they're much smaller. So look, they're both beautiful as far as I'm concerned. I was just after more of this sort of effect, you see. Wow, look at that. I don't know whether the mold has anything to do with it. This is my fine edge. This is my chunky edge. I don't think it makes a difference. Just this one seems to have a little bit more red in it this time. Wow. All right. Love it. Love it, love it. Let's have a little look at it close up. Let's get you down. I'll go and stand in front of the window with it. Although there's not a lot of light coming through. There it is there. Can't see a lot of the yellow. That red, maybe I put too much. Could have put a bit much black in it. I think maybe next time I'll try and do half a drop of black. The black does tend to take over, doesn't it? So I've gone from red to more of like a cherry colour. There we are in front of the window. Like so. There's my little extra blobs that I made. I told you I was going to make with my leftovers. Loving the white on the edges. And that little spill that I had, I mean, you can see a little bit on the side there, but it hasn't actually affected the top, which is great. So there you go. What do you think? It's really pretty, isn't it? Wow. I'll take some nice photos for you later on. And show you what it looks like in some better light. But yeah, it changes, depending on where you are in the room, it changes. Oh my gosh, it's sticking to me. It's a little bit soft still. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one as well. They're all fun to make. And yeah, I will link resincourses.com's course down the bottom in the description if you would like to check it out. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I will see you all again real soon for the next one. Bye for now.